Good morning, Paula's couch chatter this morning. So last night, while I was going to bed, this thought popped in my head. It was like, what is more nerve-wracking, to find the right car you want or to find the right dog food for your dog? And yeah, what do you think the answer is on that? I think for me, the answer is to find the right dog food. I remember, I home cooked for 14 years, and I knew I was doing the absolute right thing because I had total control of every single thing that went into my dogs. But then when I got Misha, and I knew I was getting older, I knew I would have to shop around, okay? And I'm here to tell you, for those of you who are new, that I want to tell you it is frustrating, but there's certain things that you can do and look for to help you choose the right dog food for your dog. And I've been helping people with this specific question for many years. And I guess one reason I thought about it, last night my husband was at Costco and he texted me a picture of some granola. And it was the front of the bag, and he says, "What do you think of this? Is this good?" And I got so frustrated with him, but just in my mind, that God, he lives with me. He knows it's all about the ingredients, and I tell him to turn the freaking bag around. So that's your first line of defense, to turn the bag around. So I Googled that cereal, and like the first or second ingredient was erythritol. So that's a big no. So for you, the first line of defense for picking a dog food for your dog is to turn the bag around. Let's talk about it. You want to see real food, okay? Because let's get cut to the chase. Where you see salt, anything under salt, because all the ingredients is listed in order, anything under salt has less than 1% in the dog food. Okay, so if under salt you're seeing blueberries or cranberries or spinach, it only has less than 1%. Okay, so that's, the front of the bag may show beautiful pictures of spinach and blueberries, but you turn it around and it's really nothing. The second thing you need to look for are the first 5 ingredients. All right. And because, again, it's listed in order. And the first ingredient should be some form of animal protein. A real high quality dog food will not have muscle meat as the first ingredient. It'll have organs. It'll have like heart as the first ingredient. That's phenomenal. Heart and kidney. But it at least needs to say, let's pretend it's a beef protein. It needs to say beef, okay? If it's a fish, it should not say fish as the ingredient. That's mysterious. What kind of a fish is it? Okay? It has to say like salmon or tuna or pollock. Okay? Tuna's, you gotta do some research on tuna also, because what type of tuna it is. The big tunas, they contain a lot of mercury. You need to have the smaller tuners. And I think it's the albacore. I don't know. I don't know which ones right now. I'm not a walking encyclopedia, okay? I need a cup of coffee, some coffee. Hold on. Okay. And then I keep on saying, for your dog, if your dog is overweight, or if your dog has arthritis, or if you want to prevent your dog from being overweight or having arthritis, okay, or prevent diabetes. We all want to prevent diabetes. You don't want to have high starchy ingredients. And what are those? Those would be rice and all the grains and corn. Corn is a definite no. Even people shouldn't have corn. Whatever. That's another video. Um, let's talk about if you want to prevent cancer. This video can go on forever. Um, legumes, peas, chickpeas, green peas, pea powder, pea protein. In the United States, legumes and oats are the most highly sprayed crop with a product from Roundup. It's called glyphosate, and it is a known carcinogen. Glyphosate is a drying agent, okay? Glyphosate is banned in Europe, but we still have it here. So I don't do anything with any kind of legumes. And when I make treats for my dogs, I do homemade treats for nighttime. I get the oats. I get them from Costco, and they're certified glyphosate free. All right, because it's a known carcinogen. Humans have gotten cancer from it, working in the plants, for Bayer or Monsanto. But your dog is so much smaller, okay? And they're ingesting it and they're inhaling it from people who have beautiful yards. Okay, so that's basically the first line of defense, is to look at the ingredients. There's a lot more to it that I'm not going to go on, but I can help you with. And I'll briefly say, if it's important to you, the origin of the food, if it's pasture raised, if it's grass fed, if it's not from China, many other factors. Bottom line for me, I don't want any synthetic vitamins in any dog food. But I can go on and on. Anyway, if you need help, let me know. But I so remember when I was choosing a dog food for Misha, and I now rotate through at least 8 different dog foods. It was freaking nerve-wracking for me because I wanted the best for my dog. And with this car situation, because I just bought a Tesla, it was nerve-wracking for me. I was going to go between a Tesla and a Toyota, and then I was freaking out, should I really get a Tesla? Because I was seeing all these videos online. But it's harder to pick dog food. It really is.